Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Crimson Raven and welcome back to the stream. We're going back into Kerbal Space Program yet again. I think we need some FaceTime continuum going here. There we go. Hello. Hi. There we go. I gotta give some quick shout outs for the hosts. To start with, shout outs to Obscene Snugs, as well as Kawaii Skulls and CGN.US for the host. What's up, Ryan? Thanks a lot for joining us yet again. I guess we should probably move into the game. So, stuff's been going pretty well for us, actually. So, alright, let's see here. Nope, not that one. There we go. That's the one. So, here we are, in-game. I'm going to go into the tracking station to start with. We do have a probe orbiting the moon right now at very, very, very low orbit. The one we put there last time was actually in solo orbit. It ended up crashing into a mountain. So, I'd rather that not happen again. I've tested it this time. It seems to be fine. And considering where the orbit is right now, this is quite useful because it can still have communication with the planet pretty easily. So what I think I'm actually going to be doing here, I think I'm going to I feel like sending another probe, but I don't think I should be doing this just yet. Because right now, above 11 kilometers. Okay, so that's above, and that's below. So I might have to do some serious maneuvering to get these things going. But that's, yeah, all of these things are a massive source of money for us, so I'm going to make sure to try to not miss one. Also, Leviathan with the host. What's up, man? Thanks for the host. I know it's probably not a host, but I'm fine with it. How's the audio right now? Is the music too loud? Yeah, that's... I can never figure out the proper volume levels for this thing. Anyways, yeah, we do have a probe orbiting the moon right now, and ideally I'm going to try to get as many temperature readings as possible as we go. Music and you are all good. Alright, I'll keep it at that. So let's go back to our facility and see what missions we have, because I did get quite a few of them. We need 3 people to do a flyby the moon. Is what I'm seeing right now. So I think I know what I'm actually going to do. Here, what we're going to do is we're going to modify... Actually, I had started something with the Raven Rescue K, which is this thing. And the biggest advantage with this thing is... that it can fit 3 people and still be automated. I do have a probe core on this thing. So here's what I am also going to do. I am going to bring... do I have a Kerbal engineering system on? I don't think I have a Kerbal engineering system on the vessel as of right now. So I'm going to throw one in. Because this is useful. This is very useful. And I'm also going to throw in a thermometer just in case. Just in case I am able to get some reading on our pass of the moon. Got some batteries, some solar panels. That can fit 3 people. Okay, so. Jebediah, you're actually not coming. I'm bringing all 3 tourists. I'm bringing all 3 tourists, and I'm going to remotely pilot this thing. Because I am hoping that even if we go past the moon on an orbit, like on the dark side of the planet, on the dark side of the moon, the probe that is already there will act as a relay. So we're always going to have full control over the ship. Also, I do remember that if I don't go full throttle, this actually finishes first. So I'm going to keep it like that. Yeah, we're actually going with 3 tourists and a probe. I'm going to do a flyby of the moon with these 3, and then bring them back for a lot of money. The bringing them back part might be a bit tricky now that I'm looking at the ship. We have no parachutes, and nothing even remotely... Yeah, no, that's not gonna go well if I keep it like this. I need a heat shield, and I need some parachutes. A lot of them. So what I think I'm actually gonna do here... I'm gonna throw a heat shield right there. Like that. Nicely done. I'm also going to need a stack decoupler. A TR-18A. Very nice. Whoa, I just clicked out of the game. Come on, get back in, Kerbals. Okay. Structural, I need some struts, because I don't want this thing to move. I really don't want this thing to move, so I'm going to throw some struts right here. I kind of don't want them to be on the solar panel, though. Can I make it like that? That's even worse. And I don't want to cover up the Raven either. So you know what? I'm actually going to do it right there. I'm going to throw it on the reaction wheel, just to try to keep all of that stuff together. And I need parachutes. Utility. I'm gonna take one of these. Oh, that's a big one. No, I don't want the big one. I just want some smaller but effective ones. Okay, so I'm gonna throw a couple of drogue chutes right up here. And 4 radial parachutes mounted right there. I think that'll do us quite nicely. I'm also going to take... Now that we've unlocked the proper landing struts... Oh yeah, these look nice. These look pretty damn nice. I'm going to throw these in and start them retracted, obviously. And that thing, if I remember it right, has a lot of tolerance. 12 meters per second impact, 50 Gs, 2000 Kelvin degrees in terms of temperature. So I think it can take the heat. And stress tolerance, I mean, it's at, what, something like 1,000 billion? So, yeah, I think that'll be fine. So that's our way back. And because we're probably going to be dropping that... Oh. I almost made a massive mistake. I want these antennae up here. Otherwise, I'm going to lose control over the ship. And the big relay, the high gain antennas, I don't need. And I'm actually going to throw just 2 parachutes on this thing. Okay, now let's redo some staging here, just so we can figure it out. So that is this one. So we can fire that engine at the same time. And then that is for these. Okay. I need another stage. These parachutes, that decoupler, and then the other parachutes up there. Yeah. Alright. So we're actually using a rescue ship to ferry some tourists to the moon. Because fuck you. So we have Bobden, Eldon, and Verdos Kerman. All pilots. So I would not even have SAS if I did not have that probe core right up here. I'm actually going to explicitly say control from here. Because we are definitely controlling from there, because none of them are qualified pilots. Can I actually do... Yeah, no, tourists may not disembark from the vessel. Okay, that's fine. Can I actually do a crew report? Needs the MK1 command pod to be manned by a competent Kerbal. Okay, so none of that stuff. Let's just go then. First launch of the day. The smell of rockets in the morning. Ah. Yeah, I smell it. No, actually, I smell coffee. This is good. Oh, we're going fast. We're going a bit fast. Let's throttle down for a bit. Solid fuel. Done. Oh man, I forgot to put parachutes on these. Shit. Just maintaining speed for now. I don't need to go any faster. Oh, I hope I didn't explode one of my buildings. There's a lot of shit falling down over there. I'm not sure I like it. Okay. So I'm just gonna keep going for now. Like this until that first batch of boosters are done. And then I'm gonna start turning. That's just about now. So, slight turn. And then boost, just to stabilize. I want slight turn. I don't want to go at too much of an angle right now because I still have some LVT-30s in there and they don't control too well. So once the second batch of rockets is done, I'm actually going to drop them and then turn even more because then I'll be running on 45s, which are very maneuverable and work like a charm. Like that. Keep it on the 90. Coming up quite fast. Mach 3 almost. Apoaps at 60 kilometers. Come on, lean it in. I'm staying there. 20 degrees. That's good. Very, very, very nice. Look at that. That is not a beautiful suborbital trajectory. I don't know what is. We're going on the night side of the planet, though. So for maneuvering, this is not going to be ideal, but I don't really care. And 110 is going to be just fine. Where's the moon? Oh, okay, it's over there. So I'm not gonna go for like escape, Kerbal escape in one go. As fun as it might be. So that is 268. That might be a bit overdoing it. There we go. 97. 97's just fine. We're out of the atmosphere already. This is 34 seconds. I know full well that it's going to be just about a minute because I don't have enough fuel to round out my orbit with the external boosters. I'm going to have to do most of the trajectory on the big Poodle engine, but it's proven more than reliable so far, so I might as well keep going. Okay, so we have to burn for about a minute. So I'm going to start burning at T-minus 30-ish. Let's go now. Just boost. Just boost. There we go. External boosters are done. We are now solely running on the Poodle engine, which also has really good maneuvering. Like, it has pretty good gimbal. Like, it can really turn this thing. And that helped me quite a bit to stabilize the launch, to be able to use that big engine to start with. And come on. There we go. That's an orbit. That is a beautiful orbit. Quite nice for our first flight of the day. Look at that. Alright, so we're going to do almost a full orbit, because I believe our moon encounter maneuver is going to happen just about here. There it is. Yeah, I'm starting to get the hang of this. And, yeah, we might as well just keep it like that. I mean, unless if I... Oh, there we go. For the same amount of fuel, I'm getting a closer periapse. There we go. That is where we're going to be going. There we go. And then I'm going to say line up on the maneuver. Let's just line up on the maneuver for now. Keep it right on. That is right there. And then I'm going to say warp here. So as we time warp around Kerbal, so I probably want to try to have something close to a polar orbit, but if I could have it almost perpendicular to... Oh, it's already time to boost. If I could have it almost perpendicular to where the probe is going. Actually, no, I don't want to go on that low of an orbit around the moon. But there are a few zones that it was like above 11 kilometers or something like that. If I could grab these, that would be good. So I'm going to try to line it up once I get closer to the moon. Alright. Oh, the taste of coffee in the morning. Good God, I need this. We are boosting like hell because I started late. But so far, so good. Alright. Oh, we're getting close. Come on, encounter. Boom. That is our moon encounter. So now what I actually want to do is warp here. There we go. I actually want to get into the moon's sphere of influence. Keep it. Oh, I'm gonna keep it horizontal. I'm not gonna go polar. I'm not gonna go polar orbit. I just want to go full on horizontal. So add the maneuver, and then we're slowing right down and not crashing. Ideally, I'd really like that. 23,000 meters, because I believe when it says above 11 kilometers or something, it has to be I think it still has to be something like below 60? I think it's below 60. So right now, like these mission points here, like that one says above 9.1k. I actually have to be below 60, and right now my periapts is at like 1.5 million meters. So yeah, no, I'm still too high. I still need to be in relatively low orbit for these things to count. So I'm gonna go right here, line it up. Nicely done. It's an 18-second burn. I'm gonna warp here. By the time we just get there, the probe has already done several orbits. Once we're in relatively safe orbit, I'm gonna want to switch to the probe because I think we're above some good spots for... Actually, no, that one I need to be above. That one I also need to be above. Okay, so I could probably maneuver a bit to try to get that done. And go! Right on down. How high is that? That is 35 kilometers. I think 35 kilometers will do us just fine. That'll give us a nice flyby of the moon. Actually, I've already got a flyby the moon, but I wanted to round out the orbit just to see if I can grab anything. Now for these guys... Okay, where's the probe? It's right there. Which way is it going? It's going that way. So the probe... I can actually switch to it, I believe. Where is it? Come on. Mouse, come on. What the hell's going on? There we go. Probe. Switch to. Yeah. I wanted to switch to the probe. Look at that! The moon loading in and everything. That is beautiful. We're going ridiculously fast too, because we're in such a low orbit. We're flying right above mountains. This is a beautiful, beautiful sight. Need to be above 9k. I don't think I can actually manage that for now. And that one I cannot manage either. So, as of right now, with the probe, there's not much I can do. Let's switch back to the rescue ship. And what we are going to do... I'm going to lower our orbit, because I believe we have plenty of fuel to go home anyway. I'll bring it down to something like 35k-ish. Whoa, that's a switch, so that's too much. Boom. Once the periapts and the apoapts start to, yeah, that means your orbit is pretty round. Okay, so let's line that up. Estimated burn is NA because I'm gonna need very, very little fuel for this. There we go. Lined up. And then I'm gonna warp here. Okay, I'm actually gonna burn right now because I think the probe's actually in a good spot for one of these passes. I need it to be under... Oh. Did I lose control? Seems like I lost control because the probe is not in the place to be. Not in the place to be able to act as a relay. Let's wait until I get a connection back. There's my connection. So I'm just going to actually line up on retrograde rather than the maneuver. Just lower that just a tiny bit more. 43 kilometers. Yeah, that's fine. And that looks like our probe might be in a pretty good spot. Northwest crater. Are we in a place where a temperature reading would be useful? No, that did not complete a mission. So, let's look a bit further down. That one here. That's below 9.4 kilometers, and I believe we can make that. So, just gonna warp a little bit. Times 10, because I'm in such a low orbit, it's pretty much the only speed I can warp to. That's above 8.2. The ship might be also able to grab this one. Did I? There we go. Entering sector K33. Log temperature. Hell yeah. It has no science value whatsoever. I'm just gonna keep it and probably scrap it, but that's that one reading done. That area C9RB can probably be grabbed by the ship. That one I don't think I can. I could try to move a bit, to move my orbit to go to this one. But then coming back home is going to be a pain in the ass, so I'm not gonna. So let's switch back to the ship here. And I want to warp until I am here-ish. Because I'm not sure which side the moon is rotating. Warp here. Am I above CR98 yet? I don't think I am. Keep going. Come on, gimme. I know I got this. I know I'm close enough. There we go. Area CR9B, actually. And where is my thermometer on this thing? I know I have one. There it is. Log temperature. Boom. So that is another mission accomplished. For a 22,000 credits. Oh, I am so happy. Okay. I think we're gonna have to start planning our trip back. But the problem is here. I'm not sure I'm actually gonna have any signal to boost back towards Kerbal. What I could do is maneuver this way. Because the moon's actually going that way. If I boost that way, it'll slow me down relative to the moon and bring me back closer to Kerbal. So, if I boost that way, there we go. If I boost that way, you can see that my periaps compared to Kerbal is actually getting a fair bit lower. 168 kilometers. $79 kilometers. 64. That is effectively re-entry. Oh, 33 is a bit too much. 48 kilometers. That's a pretty good re-entry spot, if you ask me. So, we're gonna do another full revolution of the moon, and then boost home. There we go. Line it up. Come on. Oh, I overshot it. Come on, ship. This thing is not as maneuverable as it seems because it has. Well, I mean, look at it. It's got J-Lo's booty, is what it's got. So it's not very maneuverable. Oh, Lukey, if you want to do song requests, yeah, I'm not sure I have the SR alias. So if, yeah, you actually have to use the full song request command rather than the short one. Sorry, Lukey, but yeah, you gotta have to use the full one. Okay, so I want to warp here. Oh, that could have been good. Oh man, I could have grabbed that one, that Q1. I probably could have grabbed that one too. That's above 6.5k. No, I don't think. Alright. Woo! Woo! Who just followed? Who just followed? I did not see that notification too well. Come on. My bot is completely... Vlah. It's not giving me the frickin' alerts. Aries BV. There we go. Aries BV. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for the follow. Greatly appreciate it. Welcome to the Raven's Nest, and I'm glad to see you here. Ah, there we go. There's the alert. You know, I got it like a few minutes late. Okay. Anyways, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the Raven's Nest, and I hope you enjoy yourself. And, it's just, you know, coffee and rocket fuel for me, so... Might as well try to have some fun while doing it. Alright, so let's warp a bit more. I am not entirely sure of how long I have to boost, so 13 seconds from here. Whoa! That is not the key I wanted to hit, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'll be okay. Alright. Line it up. Bring the periaps way down. I want a full atmosphere re-entry from that one boost. Come on. 62, 55, 44 kilometers. That is beautiful. That is friggin' beautiful. Where's my probe? There it is. I'm flying too low for that one. Above. That's below. And below. I might be able to grab these two if I maneuver just a bit. And I'm thinking that maybe I should. I'm going to switch to it. Multitasking for the fucking win. Alright. So. If I maneuver just a bit to move my orbit. Here-ish. No, I am maneuvering. Oh, shit. I don't have any signal from there. I'm on the far side of the planet. I need more probes. I need more probes, if only to have like a half-decent comm system here. I'm thinking 2 at like 45 degrees. Yeah, that could be nice. Like another 2 probes. I don't think I can afford it right now, though. Let's just switch back to our tourist ship, because we don't even have, like, we have 3 people in there, but none of them are qualified. Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, if you look at the engine here, like when I turn, it actually redirects the nozzle a fair bit, so it does give you a pretty good amount of control, and I like that a lot. Okay, so, well, it's not really worth sitting around for anything, really, so let's just warp over here. All the way over there. Press slash to cancel. Eh. So, boom, and then into Kerbin's influence, so we're getting pulled towards Kerbin quite beautifully. I still have like that big ass freaking tank of fuel though. It's not even halfway done. Like, this thing contains a lot of fuel, a lot more than I thought it would. I'm gonna have to drop it. I mean, I could do a full powered landing at this point. I'm starting to think maybe I should. Starting to think that I should. What am I gonna do here? Yeah, I think. Okay, I'm gonna try a powered landing. I don't know if this thing can take the heat, but I'm sure as hell gonna try it. I'll just use the parachutes as an assist rather than an actual landing device, I guess. If I could actually line it up to splash down in water, that would be perfect. So, because that way I wouldn't really care if I arrived up right or not. And if something goes wrong, I'll just, you know, drop this thing and open the parachutes like I did last time, except unlike last time, I'm going to try to do it just a bit higher than 10 meters above ground. Because that was scary. Yeah, Aries, if you want to check the VODs, one of the highlights, the last highlight I played that I put there was a ridiculously risky landing I attempted a couple of streams ago. And I ended up achieving full parachute deployment about 20 meters above ground. That was very scary. Okay, so 63 kilometers above Kerbin. We are now officially in the atmosphere just as we fly over the Space Center. What a sight. Okay, we're going to start boosting here just to try to relieve some of the pressure. We're going to pull some serious G's here. And on top of the atmospheric braking, I fully intend to use the engine, if only to try to keep me straight. As I said before, this thing can actually maneuver, so I will take full advantage of it. I'm gonna go like half throttle. I don't need... Right now I'm not overheating. What's my temperature? Don't I have like temperature overlays on this thing? Thermal! Show engineer. Thermal. There we go. So the Poodle is actually... Critical thermal percentage. Okay, we're at about 60% tolerance. We're still within... We're still well within... Oh, okay. It goes way up as soon as I stop boosting, though. So I'm going to keep boosting, even if it is very, very slowly. Make sure that only the Poodle takes that takes the brunt of the heat. Come on. Still slowing down. So far, this is proving to be a beautiful re-entry, actually. It's coming down quite nicely. I'm gonna need to keep some fuel, though. I gotta keep it lined up with the retrograde. Thermal percentage is climbing. Oh yeah, I'm starting to take damage. Okay, I think the big tank I'm gonna have to drop. I might do a powered landing with the little 909 that's above it, though. Whoa, don't you dare flip on me, you. Okay, no, I have to drop this thing. I just had to drop it because I was really... Yeah, I was really unstable with that big tank of fuel. I could not keep lined up for the life of me. We are now... well, below 1,000 meters per second, which is pretty safe in terms of temperature. So we can take this easily. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate this from this. And the drogue chutes. These are the drogue chutes. These are going up there. I can deploy the drogue chutes right away, which is even better. I can remove SAS now that the parachutes are keeping me lined up. I think that even just, like, I have enough parachutes to not even need to boost. I got 6 more parachutes on this thing. I'll be just fine. I mean, I'm going to deploy all of them right now and not care. I'm slowing down a lot. I had planned to land on these things, but I'm splashing down anyway, so... I don't really need it. I do need my coffee, though. Okay, so thank you, Flight Engineer, for this beautiful little very, very helpful information. So I'm going to keep it like that. Okay. So, we're landing back down. And I can just time warp that as we land back down. Then I'm going to see if the probe can line up with other stuff, because it's my biggest moneymaker right now is that probe. Probably want to put another probe. I think what I'm going to do, if only for the rest of the money-making purposes, I'm going to put another probe in polar orbit around the moon, but, you know, a bit higher, something like 15K, something like that. And so that way I can grab the other mission points that are above a certain height. So we're coming down right now, 200 meters above the surface, at a very, very low speed of 3.7 meters per second, because I have a ton of parachutes. There we go. Nicely splashed down, recover the vessel. We're home. And the tourists are happy, so that's going to give me a lot of money. 83 science, too. I got some science from that. Temperature scan while in space near the moon. Yes. There we go. That's a bunch of funds. And, there. Okay, so. Yeah, we did get a lot of reputation, actually. And, yeah, that's money. That's money. That's reputation. That's more money. And we did get some cash also from the scans we did around the moon. Why is... Did the probe crash again? God damn it, I think we crashed the probe. Well, we're gonna have to... Okay, so I was flying this thing way too low, is what I'm seeing here. So I'm going to send another one and keep it higher this time and not be stupid. So let us launch the probe. And I'll probably launch 2 of these at this rate. Okay, so let's go. This beautiful, beautiful launcher works wonders, and I keep reusing it, and I love it. Half throttle as we go up. I have some... What the hell was that? Oh! I just realized what I did. Back to the assembly. My staging's all fucked. That's going here. And also... utility. That is going on to these. Right there. Save and go. Alright, now that our staging problems have been fixed. Okay, no, I kind of want to refill my coffee, but I'll wait until we're in orbit for that. Okay, we're above 100 now. Slow down to half throttle. Keep it nice and steady. Look at how majestic this thing is. Even more majestic when I start dropping boosters. Ooh, these parachutes actually split up the boosters away from the rocket quite a bit. I did not think about that. That one might explode over the Space Center. I'm not sure I like that. The other 2 are safe. So we're going to keep going like this. For a bit till we drop these. There we go. That's the first set of liquid boosters gone. Start leaning a little bit, just a bit, and then I'm gonna start boosting even more just to keep it steady. Oh shit, I leaned too much. Yeah, it's doing flips now. It's doing flips now. Come on. We can recover this. It's going to be a massive waste of fuel, but we've proven already that we have plenty of fuel in this thing to go to the moon and back. Come on, lean into it. We got this. There we go. I did waste a lot of fuel just to be able to escape the atmosphere. There we go. Keep it nice and true. Bring it up to 100 kilometers, which is right there. I'm going to set up my maneuver. Round out that orbit. Like that. That looks pretty good. 102 for 99. That is as regular as it's going to get. And because I've got a lot of horizontal velocity already, I don't need to burn as much, which is... I had to burn a whole lot more for this. Oh, but then again, I only had 2 external boosters on the other rocket. I have 3 on this one. That's probably why. Considering the amount of fuel I wasted, I was very surprised that my estimated burn would be smaller. I'm going to refill my coffee before this maneuver comes up. I have just enough time. There we go. nectar of the gods at my disposal. How's this? Okay, no, the stream is still looking pretty damn good. I like it like that. We're 177 followers. We're coming in pretty freaking close to our 200 follower giveaway at this rate. Okay, so I've got probably about a minute to boost here if I rely on what I know of previous launches. So I'm going to start boosting at T-minus 35. Crank it up, full power. There we go. Okay, so it's a bit less than a minute, so we could probably slow down a little. Line it up, come on. Go half throttle for the rest of the maneuver just to be a little bit more precise. And then boost back up. $113 by 89, so it's not as neat a maneuver as I was hoping for, but it'll do. Now here's what I need. I need this to go right at the moon orbit. Right by it. There we go, that's an encounter. That's a very nice encounter. And we're gonna use that. I'm actually gonna do a correcting maneuver here-ish. Kind of want to get my periaps closer. How's that looking? That is not bad looking. I kind of like that. Okay, so our first maneuver, gonna be a 1 minute burn. It's gonna be pretty big. Come on, line up, you. There. So I cannot keep. I thought that the highest mountain on the moon was like 5K, but it's probably more like 8. So I'm actually gonna have to do a lot of maneuvering to get all of these mission points on the moon. Okay, so we're going to warp here. Got to burn for 1 minute and 6 seconds. So I'm gonna prime it at 33, T-minus 33. 4 and go. Well, we're doing this. How's everyone doing? I mean, the chat has been surprisingly silent this morning. I think not everyone has woken up. Well, I'm not fully awake, so I can't blame you guys. Come on. that was... Yeah, my coffee was a bit too warm. There we go. Water for it. Line it back up. Come on, I need my encounter. Okay. I think we are pretty well when it comes to the encounter here. I need to line up for my other maneuver. Right here. Whoa, I overshot it. Still 155 meters per second. That's a pretty big maneuver considering where we initiate it. Warp here. Just going to... There we go. Boom. Nice and slow. Two, one, and time. There we go. There's this maneuver. Done. Look at that. Beautiful. It's friggin' beautiful. Okay, I'm actually gonna warp until I am in the moon's sphere of influence. Whoa, stop warping. Okay. I need to maneuver here and then down. $33 kilometers. Well, that's too much. 12 kilometers. 44. 31. Come on, just a bit. 26. 23-kilometer polar orbit. Space Dweller, welcome back, man. Space Dweller, I'm glad you're back here. Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to the Raven's Nest. I've decided to do a morning stream this morning because, you know, felt like it. Nothing like the smell of rockets in the morning. We are currently working to position a probe around the moon in a polar orbit to be able to get all of these readings, but the last two I sent there ended up crashing because I made the orbit too low. Rockets are best in the morning, indeed. Indeed. Okay, we got a pretty big maneuver here. Just to be able to round out our orbit. Doing all of this in one go. Make it polar and lined up. Boosting now. Look at that. That is not one of the most beautiful trajectories I've ever seen. I don't know what is. I keep it. Well, yeah, 22 kilometers. That's fine. 22 kilometers is pretty damn good. I don't think SR, yeah, the SR shorthand is not working on my bot right now. So you need to use the full song request command, Space Dweller. Actually, no, it worked. It actually worked. I know, you had to do the full one. There we go. Yeah, that's what I thought. That is what I thought. You know what? I'm going to start it right away. I'm going to start it right away. It's going to make a nice little change of my own playlist. Okay, so we are now technically in orbit around the moon. A really wonky orbit. Oh, I might be able to get these. That's above 8. Yeah, below 10 is going to be a bit tricky, but above 8, yeah, that one I can get. I want to fly right by it too as I slow down. Oh, that's amazing. All right. Let's maneuver here to bring down this thing. That's 106. That's still a bit high. We keep it down below. I could round it out. I wanted to round it out about around 20-ish. 33. 19 by 23. 26. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do just fine. Okay, so let's line up the maneuver. Sun Lounger, another day on the terrace. I do like that sound. You know. Space Dweller, you seem to like, you seem to know my musical taste a fair bit. Those songs screw up the Elite Dangerous music, which I like while super cruising around systems. I have to agree. I've never played Elite Dangerous, but I can understand that. I can dig it. And you know what? I'm probably. All right. So that is this maneuver lined up. So warp. I want to warp here. Oh, I hope. Aw, man, I'm not gonna have any signal to maneuver though. That's gonna screw me. Shit. Ooh, maybe. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna line up on retrograde and start boosting right away. It's gonna have to be a two-phase. So let's bring that down. Okay, my periap's at 14 kilometers, and I don't want to bring it too low. The last two probes I set in orbit there ended up just crashing. I want to keep it above 10, that's for sure. There we go, 10 kilometers. That'll be fine. And then I'll just slow down another notch once we get down there-ish. We'll warp here. I'm gonna lose signal, yeah. And once I get it back, I can maneuver again. There we go, there's my signal back. Boom, and then I'm gonna go right here. I'm actually gonna boost here a little bit towards the sky, just so oh shit. Yeah, my periaps is way too low now. My periaps is way too low now. I'm not liking this. Let's warp back to apoaps and raise that thing back up. Before I crash again. Okay. Music doesn't play on stream for some reason. It should be. It's probably not very loud, is the thing. Because that track you just put was, yeah, it's not very loud to start with. I'll set the volume a bit higher on it. And I'll even be nice and restart it. Okay, so. It does what it's really low on volume. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's a pretty low volume track to start with compared to the rest of my playlist at least. So I've set the volume for this specific track a bit higher. So let's do this and then bring that up to 13. Then I believe if I warp back here, I probably am still gonna have some signal. I don't think the moon's gonna fully block my control, which would be really useful here. Time warp complete. I can I can still maneuver, and I will. So back here. We're gonna be able to line this up at some point, because I want to keep it below 20, but above 10. $13 by 10.2. That is pretty much perfect. Have you listened to DI-FM Net Radio? There's Chill Out channel. I think you would like it a lot. Yes, I have listened to it before. It's just, you know, connecting it on the stream and having song requests at the same time would be pretty tricky. So I just grab a bunch of tracks from a bit everywhere, including my own library. Okay, so our probe is finally there. Oh, that's a sector we could probably get right now. If I warp here, yep, we're going to be right above it as we get there. So we can take that temperature measurement, and that is a 22,000 credits. Right then and there for us. So I'm going to open that up. I'm going to turn on the lights. I should put a light in the freaking service bay. That log temperature done. 22,000 credits. Beautiful. There we go. Bam. Okay, I think we're flying high enough not to crash this time. So I'm gonna leave that probe there. We're going to go right back to the Space Center, and I'm actually going to launch another one of these and try to have a different angle on it so we can have some proper communication over there. 135. Okay, yeah, no, that's still the one. So, probe, launch, and then once that second probe is in place, we're actually going to go for a moon landing. Alrighty then. Let's go. Look at how majestic this is majestic and a bit wonky, but still majestic. It's not gonna be wonky once the solid boosters are gone, so that's fine. There we go. Look at that. Very pretty. Okay, so we're going a bit fast for my tastes. I'd rather not do any flips this time. That would be highly preferable, at least to my taste. So, come on. First set of boosters is gone. I'm just going to lean slightly and then boost. Just a teeny tiny bit. Keep it steady. There we go. Now I'm just on 45s. I can really lean into it. turn that way. Come on. That SAS is really struggling. I actually have to compensate for it. Alright, 30 degrees inclination. Drop these boosters. Down to 15 degrees inclination. As our apoapse rises nice and slow, but we're also getting a lot of horizontal momentum, which is really what I'm aiming for here. 105 will be just fine here. Throw in the good old roundup maneuver. We're already almost out of the atmosphere. There we go. That is, yeah, it says 37 seconds boost, but I know it's more than that. So, slowly warp closer to it. Okay, right about here seems to be a pretty good spot. Seems to be a pretty good place to start boosting. And then when the external boosters run out, that is actually pretty good looking. I'm kind of proud of myself. Alright. Come on, external boosters. Done. Okay, dropping in. And I gotta line back up. The maneuvers node moved just a bit. Not too sure why. Come on. Variaps is now. There we go, looking good. Looking quite good. This is a track I actually wanted to drop from the playlist. Where is it? There it is. Actually, no. Nah, it's a bit too smooth for now. There we go. So, we now need to line up with the moon, which is going to be right about here. Maneuver here. Whoa! Bit too far. Okay. This would actually make me crash onto the moon. But that's kind of what I want right now. Because after that, I'm just going to do a slight maneuver to get above the moon. Or below. Actually, below would probably be better, because my other polar orbit, I arrived from above. So, if I maneuver down, like that. Oh yeah. That'll be beautiful. That'll be just perfect. Lovely. Okay, let's just line it up. We've got about a minute to burn. So, quick save. I am not as inept as I was when I started streaming. I'm kind of happy. I'm relearning Kerbal Space Program. Because good God, was I bad at the beginning. Alright, come on. I'm also gonna have to restart looking at other missions. Because the first reason why I called the manned ship, I called it the Raven Rescue, was for a possible rescue mission in orbit around the moon. That was a thing. And go. Boosting now. All right. Correcting the overlay while I'm boosting, because why the hell not? There we go. That looks nice. Yeah, you guys make sure to take a look. Like in the chat, I know that Raven Birdbot actually already posted it. I'm doing a monthly giveaway on. I'm doing a monthly giveaway on my YouTube channel, so that would probably be a nice thing to look at. The link is already in the chat. And I'm giving away Resident Evil 5 on December the 1st, so in just 2 days. In just 2 days. Okay, I am actually going to get rid of this maneuver node because I want to see where I'm at exactly. So not gonna crash, but quite close. But what I want to do now is maneuver here and then down. And then slow down. Does it slow down? No, it's accelerate. Actually, no, it's that way. I want to try to line up the periaps right below the moon if possible. That would make things a lot easier. Okay, so that is not going to happen. That's pretty lined up, but still need to slow down. Okay, that's pretty lined up, but that's quite far. But I can work with quite far if it's lined up. It's less maneuvering that way anyways. Yeah, I'm going to keep that maneuver. I think it's just a 10-second burn, and I think it'll do just fine. Plus now, these two probes together have relay antennas. So I should have pretty close to constant communication between Moon and Kerbal. I hope. I don't think just 2 probes is going to be enough for full coverage, but it'll give me a chance. I'm going to warp here. Look at that. I should call it the J-Lo probe just from the booty it has, this thing. Alright. Come on. I got a 10-second burn to go. I couldn't warp even closer. Beautiful. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and boost. There we go. That is actually not bad. That is pretty damn close to what I wanted. It's not completely lined up though, which is gonna piss me off, but I'll see at that point. I'll see what I can do at that point. Let us go here. There we go. Oh, so now we are actually not coming... We're coming from a pretty similar angle to the probe that's already there, so I'm not sure I want that. Also, I probably want to switch to this probe and deploy my relay antennas. Extend that. Clicked out of the game because I'm a doof. Extend that. There we go. That's looking quite good, actually. Alright. So now, for this dude... Switch back to him. Now, what I actually want to do is probably slow down here-ish. It'll require a lot more fuel, though, unless I go that way. 46,000. 21,000. Okay, so that one's running at like 15, between 10 and 15. So I want to keep that one around 20-ish. 21,000 meters. Seems pretty good, and I could probably just correct the angle a bit. There we go. Look at that beauty. Slow down a bit more. 28. 12, that's a bit low. 19. 20,000 meters. Okay, that is just... That is pretty amazing, actually. That is pretty amazing. That is 300 meters per second, so I'm expecting something like 20-ish seconds. So, I'm going to warp here. All the way to there. I'm going to boost for a bit. 16 seconds to go. Okay. So, I'm going to warp a bit further. Oh shit! Missed my note. Come on. Boost, 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 boost. I need to slow this thing down. I am barely moving in this ship. I'm at 100 meters per second. That is nothing. Bring it all the way down. Steady. 22,000 meters. That's fine. I can totally live with 22,000 meters. It's actually quite beautiful. And over here, I'm going to add a maneuver, just a standard slow down maneuver. $22,000. 5,000. Whoa. I just realized that by rolling the mouse wheel over the different vectors, you can actually do some fine-tuning of maneuvers. 27. 27 by 22. Okay, yeah, 27 by 22 is definitely something. 0.1 increments, yes, but I did not know that. And now I just realized it, and I'm gonna probably overuse it from now on. There we go. Ooh, that's the other thing I wanted to do. Raven Birdbot, please. That track the Space Dweller asked for, I want it in my playlist now. So, add to custom list. There we go. Boom. That's done. And we're going to come in over the top, I believe. Isn't it? Am I coming in over the top? Yes, I am. So we're coming in over the top. I'm going to be warping here. I'm seeing this probe here. The TKV1G spot seems to be coming in quite quickly. Above 8 kilometers, I can grab that. That's another like 20,000 credits. Ain't even that one. That's above 7.2, so I can probably grab these. Oh, I'm gonna switch to. Okay, so that's. I'm gonna switch to that. I probably want to rename it too, just to be able to like distinguish it from the others. So, where's my probe core? There it is. Rename vessel. I'm going to call it the GLPP for the J-Lo Polar Probe because of the size of the booty on this thing. And probably just need a couple more orbits. Probably just need a couple more orbits. Okay, so I can actually warp faster while focused on the other ship because it's further out. Just want to make sure I don't miss it when it lines up. And I believe this is the one. If that is not the one, it'll be pretty damn close. I'm going to switch to it now. Save. Look at the map. Okay, so. Come on, little probe. Bring back some money. That is not it. Okay, I'll grab it on the next rotation, I guess. Oh, that one's good. Dotton's Knoll. That one's good. That one's good. That one's good. That one's good. Give me thermometer. Come on. Aim camera. At this thing. Give me a temperature reading. Boom. Amazing. That is a lot of money down in my way. If I wait for another full rotation, I believe I'm going to be able to grab that one. I'm flying just high enough. That's also above. So I could probably grab the 9ML as well. That's above too. Okay, so we're actually lining up quite well with a lot of these. Like even this one is coming up pretty soon. Below 10.7. Okay, I'm flying above that, but if I slow down just a bit, I should be fine. It's on the dark side of the planet, though. It's on the dark side of the moon. So that might be a problem. My other probe is coming in quite quickly for the maneuver, though. Probably don't want to miss that timing. I am now entering the site. And log temperature. Boom! That's another... Well, another whole lot of money. 22,000 and for science. Beautiful! Is it gonna enter the zone here? Yes, it does! I can grab this one too. Oh man, 60,000 credits in just that one flyby. That is amazing. That probe is a cash cow for the ages. Okay. All of these are on the far side, so right now I don't have any comms. But I'm trying to set this up as a relay, like a probe comms network kind of thing. So I'm gonna extend that and extend that. Is there anything else I have to do, like, to set it up as a relay? Oh, CurbNet access. What is it? I have no idea what that is. Place waypoint at target. Oh, I can actually place a waypoint at... What the hell is that? Okay, I don't understand CurbNet for now. I'll figure it out later. We're coming up on our maneuver pretty damn soon. So let's just bring it nice and easy. Okay, I'm not sure how long I have to boost. So I'm gonna start boosting now. It says 10 seconds estimated. Okay, so let's try to line this up proper. There we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and boost. Line back up on the maneuver, because I don't want to mess this up. Slow. I'm going to do it nice and very, very slow. $27, $25. I'm gonna get rid of the maneuver node. I think I'm okay now. 22 by 24. That is quite beautiful, actually. And just 2 probes is not, you know, I don't even have coverage for the JLPP. I don't even have control of the JLPP for now. But we're getting a lot closer to it. Now, if I could have another one going like this, just a little bit higher, that would be even more amazing. Probably something, yeah, probably something I could do. But for now, that is not what we're going to do. What we're going to do for now is go back to the Space Center, and we're going to prepare a manned mission. We want to land on the moon for our final flight of today's stream. 99 science. I can unlock something else. A lander can could be really nice. Full body crumple zone tech. Yes, sure. But actually, no, the lander can is irrelevant. It's the monopropellant tanks that could be really nice. Either that or this. The hitchhiker container, which would mean I could make a heavy lander and bring like 5 people. Yeah, that has a crew capacity of 4, so I could bring my 2 pilots, a scientist and an engineer, and then somebody else. That would be a heavy lander. Otherwise, what do we got? Advanced construction, that's just better decouplers and better nose cone, like big nose cones. Aerodynamics, that's just for better planes. I'm starting to think that the better plane stuff could be useful here. Well, not here, but soon. Risers for advanced flight control. Okay, what is it that I actually want to aim for sooner? Precision engineering, what is that? Yeah, that's another probe core. That's better. That's a relay antenna. Advanced pathfinding algorithm. Well, that's... Toggle struts. So that's probably the stuff that makes the better... Well, that's probably the stuff that makes the better probes, is what I'm looking at. And, oh, there's a docking port. There's a small docking port here. Oh, I want that. So that then I can have the really small probes. And even have them rendezvous with the big probes and refuel from these. And have proper relay antennas eventually. Oh, man, yes, I'm going for that. Not going to use it yet, but it's going to become useful soon enough. I'm going to look at mission control as well. For Kerbal. What is that? Rendezvous 2 vessels in orbit of Kerbal. Oh, well then, look at that. That would make use of our little docking port. Rescue Gestius from orbit of Kerbal. So I have to... That's a lot of money. If I complete that. 5 tourists, that's huge. Flyby, suborbital space flight, okay. Fly by the moon, orbit around Kerbal, or orbit around the moon. That is, yeah, that's huge. 5 tourists at once. Well, I could probably... Nah, I'd have to do it in 2 flights, so it's... And that is... Rescue Faruqi from the orbit of the moon. Stranded in orbit around the moon. Return him safely to Kerbal. Do the docking ports Junior... Can I... do the docking ports Junior support crew transfer? Because is he in a ship or is he just floating there? Like, does he only have his EVA suit, or is he in some kind of ship? Is like, I have no idea. I've never done one of these missions. But you know what? No, we're not gonna go for that. We want our moon lander, and we want it now. So I believe we can base ourselves on the Kerbals usually are in some kind of module. Okay, so there's something. Okay, we're gonna load the Raven. I called it the Rescue K, but I believe we can use this as a lander of some sort. I'm gonna have to modify this, but have to EVA Kerbals in rescue missions. Yeah. So I'd have to EVA the Kerbal I'm trying to rescue, have him run to my ship. That sparked close enough. Oh man, that's where, oh, that is what I should have gone for in the freaking research and development thing. I should have gone for some kind. I should have gone for the Kerbal attachment system stuff. The connector port, because I've already got a winch, I'm pretty sure. Do I? No, the advanced construction, there's a winch. A hook or a connector port can be pre-attached if needed. With a hook, I could have hooked myself to that fucking module thing, and then easy. That way I'm sure it never gets away, at least. Oh man, I should have taken that. Oh well, regrets for later. Now we have to modify our Raven Rescue K right here for a moonlander. I want to bring at least 3 people. I want to bring at least 1 of each class of Kerbal. So, I'm kind of expecting a pretty heavy lander here. quite sure. So, well, if we do move these landing legs right here, I want to see where they are when extended. I want to see the engine. That could bump the engine on landing, but after that we'd be fine. So we'll lower the legs a bit more. Start retracted. I am not sure at all that this would be enough fuel to get home, though. Which is a major problem. So either I try to land with J-Lo's butt here, which is pretty, well, massive. Or I try to bring more fuel. Maybe some external boosters, actually. Yeah, I could do something like that. Okay, yeah, let's rethink this for a bit. If I get rid of that, I could even get rid of these things. And I can also, oh, okay, yeah. Do I have the launcher as a sub-assembly? The lunar launcher. Yes, there we go. Okay, so we're going to restart from new. Because I can actually reuse that launcher as a base. I just want to build a new lander. So with the command pod, as well as a crew cabin. Where the hell's my crew cabin? Utility. There we go. Boom. I also want a service bay, which I have in my sub-assemblies. If you have Separatrons, they give nice kick from lifting off from the moon. Yeah, I don't have Separatrons yet, I think. I don't think I have them yet. Let me check, just to make sure. Engines. Thumpers, kickbacks. No, I don't have any Separatrons. But what I'm thinking here is, I'm probably going to attach I really want that docking port. It looks ridiculous, but I want it. Okay. So if I take a couple of these actually 4 of these radial decouplers, it's going to be a really heavy lander if I do that. But I think we can manage this. Okay, I'm going to have a heat shield right below this. Like that. And in the service bay, I want to update my service bay to have some batteries in there. Some of those Z100s. Boom. That's 4 batteries in there. Very nice. And above the Clampotron, I'll take another rechargeable battery pack. Just need 1 of these. Like that. And like that. Okay. And with fuel tanks, I'm going to have these. With a bunch of 909s. I'll have these with a bunch of 909s as my lander. this, and then this, and then aerodynamics cones. There we go. I wouldn't carry SRBs around, they are too inefficient. Well, it really depends. I mean, for the Separatrons, they are quite inefficient too, yes, but they are very, very light, which does make them useful for some stuff. Okay, so for landing struts, I actually want to bring something. If I throw something like that, and then something like that. Land it up here. So I have lots and lots and lots of landing legs. It's a massive lander. But okay. What is that track? Oh! That was a song request, I believe. I had not seen before. Alright, cool. I was like, what the hell is that track? I don't remember it. Okay, so that is pretty much our lander, except for the fact that we need some solar panels and some comms devices. Yeah, we also need some comms devices. So, solar panels. I'm just gonna have a nice line of them on these. That looks pretty nice. And I also want a heat shield below that, as well as some parachutes for the trip back. I have a couple of drogue chutes up here. Right there. As well as some radial mounts. I'm gonna have 4 of these. Right above here. I know that with these 6 parachutes, I can easily land this thing back on Kerbal. Yeah, that will do quite nicely. I also want to do a thing here. I don't know how. That vehicle can hop around in Moon. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm hoping for. Like, I could try to go in a couple of places if I have enough fuel for it. If I had that docking port on the probes that are currently flying around the moon, I would have refueled from them, actually. Like, even on the probe, okay, so that's gonna be the moon lander. You certainly can carry more fuel. Yes, that's also what I'm thinking here. But every bit of extra fuel I bring makes me heavier. Maybe I could stack up an extra fuel tank on top of these. Like one of these. Like that. And have that like this. And have this. Oh, that is not what I wanted to do. Come on, get back here. Get back here. Am I lined up? Yes, I am. I wanted to do auto struts to grandparent part. There we go. And in the worst case, if I run out of fuel, I've got a docking port. I can send in like a rescue mission of some sort. Which is probably going to happen. Let's face it. Okay, so I can now retract these and retract these. Beautiful. And I'm going to get my launcher subassembly. This thing. Pop it right under here. That is tasty. That is tasty looking. Okay, and I'm also going to be strutting around a little bit more because I don't want to fully rely on just the auto strut for this. I kind of want this big part to hold on to these external boosters as well. Can I actually line this? Can I line this up properly? Anyway, I could line this up proper. That gets me there, but that's not what I want. I want there. Bring it up, actually. That should do a bit better. That is not a lot of space to work with. Okay. Is that wonky? It is. Ah, man. Okay. Can I actually auto strut this to the heaviest? Let's go. Heaviest part. There we go. Heaviest part is clearly that big fuel tank down there. So that should stabilize it. At least I'm hoping for it. My delta V is not that high. I'm probably going to need a bit of an extra kick to be able to get off the ground. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually... okay, that has to move down here. And I want a set of parachutes on these things, which is going to move down here. And then I'm going to clone these guys and stick them right there. Which means I can use less fuel on the first stage. Should get me a bit higher. That is quite the heavy lander. And it's going to be quite tricky to get back in as well. Now that I'm looking at it. And they're all going to have to go through the command pod just to get in and out. I don't have ladders yet, so I'm going to have to make do with this. But if only to make... yeah, if only to make maneuvering Kerbals a bit easier around, I think I'm going to offset these by like 45 degrees. With like that. Yeah, because that frees up the door a lot more. Yeah, that frees up the door a lot more. I think it'll be better that way. My Moonlander. And, well, there's not much else to it but to try. I mean, let's launch and we'll see. Unable to launch because we're too heavy. Holy shit. Cannot go over 140 tons. Oh, that's bad. That is quite bad. True that, I'm 163 tons. If I get rid of the, the clamps don't even count towards the weight. Do I just get rid of the solid boosters then? I don't think I have enough fuel if I don't have the solid boosters though. That's 152. tons. And my max is what, 140? That's 141. My DV calculation is off. And why would that be? Yes, I do have it on atmospheric right now. That's why. Okay, that's 141 tons, so I'm actually still too heavy. Sometimes it's off because of staging. Yes, it can happen, but as of right now, I do believe. Because, yeah, now I have it like on not just atmospheric, but everywhere. 7.7k is well enough to land and return. Yes, if I don't pilot like a nunce, which I do tend to do a fair bit, I should be fine. I've got plenty of thrust to weight ratio. You know what? Yeah, fuck the solid boosters. I'm gonna try it like this. I'm gonna try it like this and hope that, no, I'm still too heavy. Shit. I am still too heavy. What do I do here? I could get rid of that fuel tank up there. That brings me down to 136. Which is... yeah, that brings me down to 136. And I'm still at 7.6 thousand Delta V. If I can do most of the landing maneuver using the big tank and get rid of it right before I land, or even land on it, that would be pretty perfect. Can I still open this? Okay, it clips through, but it still works. This looks like it'll be some entertainment. Indeed. We're going for a first moon landing in career mode. Also, Psalm card. This is the first time I've ever seen you here on the Raven's Nest on the stream. So welcome. Glad to see you here. Glad you're hanging out. And, well, wish me luck. Oh shit! Jebediah's alone! No! Jebediah's alone! Jebediah should not be alone. Do the orbital insertion on the moon with a big tank. Yes, what EHR Volt? I am pretty sure I'm gonna do the orbital insertion with the big tank. From previous flights, even with the probes that we've launched before and everything, I'm pretty sure. Like, I had plenty of fuel to spare in that big tank just to get to the moon and orbit the moon. All right, well, we'll bring the original 3 for this. Jeb, Bill, and Bob are going for a moon landing. This is gonna be a good one. All right, let's just keep the suspense a little bit and refill my coffee before we go. Ain't this beautiful? We got a beautiful day. Cheers, mate. Alrighty then. Oh man, I'm almost empty. Okay. And this is going to be the last flight of the day. After that, I have to go, because it's past noon already here. And, yeah. Okay, so, SAS on, full throttle. Let's go! Probably don't want to go too fast, though. Oh, I'm burning fuel like a mofo. Damn it, I just joined. Well, I mean, I've restarted the stream pretty regularly as of late, and all of it has been Kerbal Space Program, so... Just make sure to tune in next time if you can. But as of right now, I mean, this flight is still going to take a fair few minutes, let's face it. Alright. First set of boosters, done. Let's get rid of them. Keep going nice and slow. Actually, no, I'm going to start leaning just a tiny bit, and we're going to boost. There we go, that is very pretty. Woo-hoo! With the follow! We've got a hot follow in here, but my alerts are all off, and I'm still getting them quite late. So just give it a minute, and then I'll be able to shout you out, whoever just followed. Well, I have a feeling it might be Psalmcard, but, you know, I'm not going to take any chance, and I'm going to wait for the alert so I can see it. That booster is done. We're going to keep leaning into it. This is probably one of the prettiest launches I've done in a long time. Your feeling is correct. All right, then. Well, Psalmcard, thank you so much for the follow, man. It's really appreciated. And each and every one of you hitting that follow button is getting us closer and closer and closer to that 200 mark, where I'm gonna be doing a special giveaway. So make sure to stay tuned for that. 90, 91, 92. We're only on the big tank now. Let's get rid of that dead weight. And our apoapsis is now at 100 kilometers above Kerbal. So let's start maneuvering to round out our orbit and then eventually go to the moon. Actually, considering the angle we're at, I should probably just boost for the moon right from here. Pretty sure, yeah, I am getting an encounter for that. I'm boosting straight for the moon. Fuck it. I should already be boosting if I do that, though. So, just line it up and go. Just line it up and go. That's a 4-minute boost. That's pretty huge. I might not be doing the insertion on the big tank. I might... actually, maybe. I'll see. There's a lot of fuel in this thing. Pressing Z instantly maxes your throttle. That is quite handy. That is quite handy. I will make sure to take note of that. And it actually makes sense since X just kills it. But then again, knowing how I tend to do, now I tend to fat finger a lot of things. Hitting full throttle rather than stock throttle seems like a thing that's probably going to happen now that I know it. Alright. We are steadily boosting here. Yeah, no, that... Oh, man, we're almost halfway done on that big tank. Not even close to the moon yet. We're not even close to orbit yet. Yeah, that lander is a lot heavier than I thought it was. It's, I'm gonna keep it steady, though. Gonna keep it nice and steady. We still have about a... Lander has quite the DV itself, though. Yes, true that. True that. Wadi, you're absolutely right. The The lander itself does have a lot of Delta V for itself. Just those 4 909s are quite good. And I actually am starting to think I might just use 2 at a time. I might separate them and just use 2 at a time. That could help a fair bit in terms of improving my range. I should have used them 2 at a time and ran a fuel line between them, but I didn't think about it. Alright, line it up again. Now we're really getting closer to moon territory. Yeah, because I'm going to have to use the 909s for the moon insertion. I don't think I have enough fuel left in the big tank. I'll be able to do part of it, but not all. And I just need an encounter. Just need an encounter, baby. There we go. That's an encounter. That is an encounter. We're going to the moon. You can land with all 4 and manually transfer fuel once you landed. That would be useful. So that way I could... Yeah, that's that is... you just took the words. You just took the words right out of my mouth. Land with 4 and then use 2 to come back. Like refill these tanks and then just use 2 to come back. That's actually quite likely what I'm gonna do. That'll extend my range a fair bit. All right, we're on the way to the moon. We've already got a couple probes flying around there, but this is going to be our first manned mission. Unless probes have crashed again, which I sure as hell hope not. Alright. Warp here. We're gonna get out of low Kerbal orbit. I don't see... Oh, there are. There they are. There's my probes. Beautiful, beautiful things. Wow, that next flyby of the probe is actually going to grab a fair few things. We have plenty of time anyway, so I'm going to switch to the JLPP. I'm going to switch back to it here. And, ah, man, I'm not going to have any freaking comms. I actually might be able to grab some of the top ones here. So I'm going to warp here. Yeah, because we got plenty of time before the Moonlander comes even close. Ah, shit. I warped too fast. I didn't think I warped too fast. I did not think there was another spot on that side of the moon. Shit. Come on. Yeah, now I have no control, which is really sad, because that one, the Kraken's pile, probably I could grab. Okay. Do I have any kind of control here? Area B95H. There we go. Aim camera at this thing. Log temperature. Boom! That worked. I don't even have control over it, but I can still make money. Is that one gonna be good? No. Can I grab that one? That other one here. That's above 6.5. So if I'm close enough, I can still grab it. No, I'm too far from it now. Let's see these. Below and above. There's one above that I might be able to grab. Area J1XK. Perfect. Get me that. Bam. Okay, that's our money made for this trip. Back to the Moonlander. She's right there. Okay. We just paid for about half of the rocket with just these two temperature logs. Alright, so let's warp until we are close enough to the moon. There we go. Boom. Okay. Here. Jebediah, please line us up with the retrograde. And, well, I'm just gonna go close the Periaps and boost. I mean, there's not much else to say. How high is that? That's 48 kilometers. I could probably... Okay, so I'm gonna get relatively close to it. Right now, 1 hour. Oh. Oh shit, I overshot it. Okay. Well, too bad. I'm boosting now. Keeps the number up. We were able to round out our orbit using only the big tank. And now the big tank is out of fuel. I'm okay with that. I'm absolutely okay with that. We have a proper orbit now. Queen Misrule with the host, the hot host. Thank you so much for joining us. And thank you so much for the host. I am... Signal strength is currently shit. Okay. Oh, because I have the shitty... Do I even have an antenna? I did not even bring an antenna on this ship. That is why my signal strength is so bad. I do intend to bring back all of my experiments though. So, you know what? I'm going to take down this maneuver node. And I'm actually going to boost a little bit here. Just to bring down our Periaps to a closer orbit. 27k. Looks pretty damn good to me. And then here, I'll figure out where I want to land once I'm closer. Let's warp here and save while we're at it. Woo! With the follow. Who just followed? I freaking hate my alerts for being so damn slow. I don't know who just followed, because I'm going to see it in a minute, so whoever just followed, thank you. I'll shout you out as soon as I see the alert. Frickin' thing. Okay. Now we got to line up a landing. And I'm going to try to line it up in, well, a place that's relatively flat, but this is the moon. I mean, nothing's flat here. SJV712, thank you so much. Welcome to the Raven's Nest. Welcome to the stream. And glad you joined us. Glad you followed. I hope you have a great time with us, as we probably are going to die crashing on the moon. So let's see, because this is still, I mean, the moon is going to keep rotating at this distance, so I probably want to get a bit closer. Can't I use one of these probes as a relay? Like, For better signal, how... Direct connection to Space Center. Can I... Vessel links. There we go. I'm connected with this, but... Network. I was kind of hoping to be able to... Okay, set to none, first hop, path, vessel links. Okay, let's get rid of that for now. I just have to figure out where the fuck I'm going to be landing. That big crater there seems like it could be a good place. But then again, it's pockmarked with a bunch of smaller craters in there, so that might make it tricky. I think that the only thing that is really important right now is that I land on the light side of the moon, so that way I can at least try to gauge the distance using my own shadow. So I'm just going to slow down at periaps and I'll see. So let's just warp a teeny tiny bit as we get here. And then I'm going to... there we go. I'm going to slow down. Just, that's going to be my very, very... elaborate plan, is just wing it, basically. That's 12 kilometers. I'm bringing it down to 2 kilometers, so that way I'm going to be coming down at a really, really shallow angle. Still got a decent amount of fuel. And what I'm hoping for here is to try to land on one of these, either one of the high flat areas between the craters or deep inside one of the craters. But I'd have to line it up right in the middle. Like that small one right there looks really damn good, actually. That one right there could be a very nice place to land. Just go into the big one. Yeah, that's what I've been thinking too. Like that big one here looks pretty good. So if I warp here-ish, holy shit! Hello. Okay, that's enough. Line it back up. So as soon as I get like right above the lip of that big crater, I'm gonna start slowing down even more to bring my trajectory nicely. This is pretty. There's the sun. Yeah, our electric reserves are completely topped up, so that's very nice. Actually, that big flat area right here could be quite nice too, but I'm looking here-ish. If there's that crater here, that would be pretty dangerous because I'd land on the edge of it. But here, there's like a flat area between that. Yeah, I think that is where I'm going to be aiming for. So, let's warp just a bit more. We are now effectively in surface mode, so I think now is time to slow down. If I slow down to line it up, and I want to line it up there. There is, that's the money shot. That's the big spot. That is exactly where I want to go. We're going to be able to do EVAs and a bunch of experiments from the surface of the moon. This is going to be amazing. And then we're going to go back home. Okay, so gears out. There we go. Very pretty. Yeah, and I think we're going to have plenty of fuel to go back home at this rate. Okay, so now what I want to do is actually I'm really, yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of fun trying to gauge my descent here. Because I don't want to boost too much, otherwise I'm gonna end up in that crater here. And there it is, that's the one I kind of want to, there, that is where I want to land. Right there. So I think slowing down now is a pretty good idea. Slow it right on down. There we go. Now I'm slowly going to be re-accelerating as I get closer, but as of right now, I'm still a bit high to be spending that much fuel. And because Jeb is a competent pilot, he can just line us up. Oh, there's my shadow. Okay, I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that. Oh, I'm going quite fast, actually, considering the size of my shadow right now. There we go. Probably want to land, I think the impact is above, on these landing legs, I can land up to 12 meters per second in terms of impact tolerance, so nice and steady. I'm gonna keep it below 10, basically. Just very nice. Lunar lander in HD. Yeah, altitude terrain tells me I'm 300 meters now. So, because thanks to Kerbal Engineer, actually, is giving me that information, and I am quite heavily relying on it. This is pretty. This is very pretty. Come on, come down. We got this. Just need to keep it below 10 meters per second and I'll be fine. 4 meters per second, that looks like perfect landing speed to me. There! Booyah! We made it! We're on the moon! We are on the moon! Hell yeah! Jebediah, you're going out! You are going out and you're gonna let go and just fall down like that. And I'll be running away a little bit, and I want the others to come out as well. Can I switch back to the probe? Command pod crew. No, what I want is this. I want... No, hatch is obstructed. I don't care. I want to transfer there, and then you, EVA. There you go. And so you let go. I'm gonna have a nice little pose of all three with the lander here and a flag. You know, might as well do it all.
The beginning of a feeling that you would like.
And back here. Why can't I? Come on, crew hatch, transfer into here, and then hatch. There we go. EVA. Boom. Come on, let go. Boof. Just fall on his head. What mods am I running? I'm actually running very few mods, but I have a few. I have Kerbal Engineer. I have Kerbal inventory system and Kerbal attachment systems. These are the only 3 mods that I am effectively running right now. I do have MechJab installed, but I don't want to use it for the career playthrough. Once I'm done with the career, I'm probably going to go back to Sandbox and just build ridiculous stuff. And that's where I'm going to be using MechJab mostly. Okay, so... No, I don't want Jab to be my target. I want to switch to him. Well, okay, I guess Bob is planting the flag. Bob, you're going to plant the flag. There we go. And I believe... Is it Bob or is it Bill that is the scientist? I don't remember. I shall call it R1. Flag text is a first landing. Boom. There you go. I can actually... is it Bob or is it Bill that's the scientist? I think it's Bob. I think it's Bob. So Bob, you're going to take the surface sample. There you go. You're going to keep that with you. And also you're going to take an EVA report. Oh, that's a lot of science. Hell yeah. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to take a nice little screenshot right here. Look at how pretty that is. Can I clear... I want to clear that target thing. Can I... No, I'm just going to go back to the tracking station and then focus back on the probe, I think. Probably be a thing. Actually, no, I'm going to save the game to start with. Bob is the scientist. Okay, yeah. That's what I thought. And now we have a bunch of stuff here. Yeah, that's a lot of money and a fair amount of science just for milestones. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That is screenshot-worthy material right there. Look at that. With the little raven on the flag and everything. The sun is not really favorable because it's right above our heads right now, but, you know, we'll take that. Alrighty then. That screenshot is going right on Twitter as soon as the stream is done. Alright, let's get everybody back in. Let's get everybody back into the ship. And, oh, actually, I want to open that. And I want to open, look at the goo. I want to look at the goo. Yeah, observe Mr. Goo. Yeah, we're going to keep that. And, gonna log a bunch of experiment data because Bob can actually trigger that from a distance. So I might as well do it. There we go. Beautiful. And we're going to close the service bay. There we go, as it clips through all of our boosters. And then we're going to use our RCS pack. Oh, shit. Come on. Up. And grab. Yeah. And board. There we go. We're back in. Crew hatch. Bob, you're going to transfer back to the crew cabin over there. And then I'm going to go out here. Can I switch? I just want to switch. God damn it. Okay. So I actually think I have enough fuel to run with all 4 engines. But I will save before launching. Anyways, back to the tracking station. And then I'm just going to grab the other 2. Bill Kerman. I'm going to fly Bill Kerman. Let's go, Bill. Yeah, there you go. Look at him. Freaking glorious. Okay. So, Bill, jetpack on and up you go. Grab. Man, I'm actually not bad at this. And board. And you transfer crew cabin. There you go. And then back to the tracking station again, and we're going to grab Jebediah. I'm gonna grab Jebediah and go, what is that? Oh, that's the... Wait, what? An apoapsis... Ooh, so... Oh, that's the, that is there's the... That's probably the rescue mission thing, I'm guessing. I don't have enough room to grab anyone right now, so I'm not gonna do a rescue mission just yet. But it's probably going to be a thing we're going to do on the next stream, because that could be cool. Okay, so we don't have an antenna. Yeah, it's a satellite contract. Okay, so Jebediah, back into the ship you go. Grabbing. Yeah, I'm boarding. Man, we're good at this. We're actually good at this. I'm just about 50%. I am just above 50% fuel. So I think I have enough to go back. I legitimately think I have enough to go back home. I'm gonna quick save right here. And now what we're gonna do... We're actually in a pretty good place to launch right now. If I just keep accelerating, I'm going to go that way, which will bring us closer to Kerbal. But for that, I have to line up on 90 degrees, which is right there. Okay. So. Time to go home. Not gonna give it a lot of throttle. I kind of want to lean into it. Like that. 20 degrees inclination, that looks pretty damn good to me. And gears in. Look at that. Oh yeah. Going straight for the escape. Okay, that is a moon escape. I do think I should probably... Well, no, I'm just gonna wait for the moon escape. I could probably do re-entry on that much fuel. I'm actually quite sure I could do re-entry on that much fuel. I also probably want my drogue chutes on a separate stage, and my decouplers on a separate stage as well. There we go. Because I don't think it's going to be a powered landing back on Kerbal. I don't think these engines can take the heat anyway. So we're just going to save again and go. This is pretty. Terriers suck in atmosphere. Indeed, they do. They don't have very much, they don't have very high heat tolerance, and they don't have that much thrust either. So I'm probably just, as I enter the atmosphere, whatever fuel I have left, I'm just going to burn off and then get rid of the boosters. Okay, let's make sure we escape moon orbit to start with. There we go. Boom. And then we're going to line up on retrograde and slow right on down for our re-entry. Harry up's coming down. I'm probably aiming for something like 40k. That is just us crashing. Yeah, no, that's not going to be good. That is not going to be good. I'm going just to raise it back up a bit. There we go, 40k. That is perfect. Perfect. Line it back up on retrograde. And save, and we are going home, folks. So, let's just, I mean, Might as well warp for it. But in the meantime, I think we're going to take a look at our probes and see if they are going to be running close to any missions anytime soon. That one looks like it could be a thing. I think 40 skips out. I think 4 skips out. What? I'm not sure of what you're talking about, Waddy. Okay, and I think you need 35-ish. Actually, the thing is, Somcard and Waddy, I will, as I get really close to re-entry, as I get within the atmosphere, I'm going to burn the rest of my fuel. So at 40, I'm fine. I'm going to burn the rest of my fuel and then get rid of the 4 external rockets and do the rest on the heat shield. And because I'm burning that remaining fuel, a periapse at 41 makes perfect sense. Like, I still have, let's see here, I still have 100, yeah, about 100 units of liquid fuel left. So that'll give me, yeah, something like, I don't know, maybe 100 meters per second or so. Maybe a bit more. I'm not sure. But that should do us nicely. Now, I'm looking to see if any of my probes are going to run over something, but that's not in range. I'm just looking to make more money, really. But as of right now, I don't see anything happening there. So I'm going to go back here and focus back onto Kerbal, and I'm going to warp right here. More like 500 meters per second. Yeah, that's true. There's 4 of them. Okay, no, I'm actually going to warp until I get in atmosphere. That'll do this. There we go. Time warp is at 1. We're gonna land on the dark side of the planet, it seems, unless I let most of the do I actually care to land on the day side of the planet or not? I'm pretty sure I do, because I don't have any lights on this thing. Or I try to make sure to land, well, to splash down, like maybe in that ocean. That could be a thing. Yep. Okay, there we go. Let's just burn our fuel right here. Let's just burn our fuel right here and see where it brings us. I've got enough parachutes to be able to land this thing easily. That part I know, so might as well. There we go. Very nice. Get rid of these. And then Jebediah, keep it steady on that retrograde vector as we burn down. Yeah, now our periapse is down to 25k, so we're definitely landing on this one. We're not gonna hop out. And the heat shield is doing work. Surface retro, yeah, that's a pretty good idea. There we go. Camera just switched, so we are officially suborbital. Yeah, no, that heat shield can take it, no problem. Yeah, I got plenty of ablator left. Not a problem at all. And that is 2 of my rockets just collided. Yep, nope, they're exploding. They couldn't take the heat. Good thing I got rid of them. Oh, yeah. Okay, so it's going to be a landing and not a splashdown. I have to be careful about that. Actually, no, I think we'll be fine. I think we will be just fine. Still slowing down quite steadily, quite nicely, but we're starting to get quite low on the altitude side of things, and we're still going quite fast. Oh, don't you dare flip on me, you. Don't you frickin' dare flip on me. Come on, Jeb, keep it steady. There we go. Okay, wait, yeah. We're below 1,000 now. Below 1,000 meters per second is, there. Oh, shit. No. Keep it there. Keep it there. Steady. Steady. We can deploy the drones, and now we're safe. We're home safe. We're good. The drogues are out. They're slowing us down very nicely. We're safe. I can even switch off SAS. The parachutes are going to do the work. And now the other parachutes can come out because it's safe. Nicely done. And if I don't land this thing flat, like if I could land it on its side, even ideally, I could probably bring Jeb out and get a ground sample, because I just unlocked being able to gather ground samples right before yesterday's stream, and I haven't used it anywhere but on the moon as of right now. So I still have pretty much every biome on Kerbal that I could do ground samples from for extra science. And I might actually do something on the next stream, maybe with a plane or something, where I go to a bunch of different biomes and grab samples. That could be cool. But then again, with the plane, I don't have a very fast plane right now, so that would take forever. I'd probably be better off just launching small rockets and just hopping suborbital to different places. Like at least both poles, that would be easy. And as we are nicely and slowly coming down, everything deployed now, we are just about 900 meters above the terrain. So I'm just gonna time warp down until we're quite close to the ground. And I don't think it's gonna be, yeah, no, this is not gonna be flat. So I might be able to roll this thing on its side and get a ground sample before we recover. I'm bringing back a lot of science already. So I don't want to be greedy, but I think it's doable. 300 meters above ground. There we go. And that's actually quite flat. 100 meters. Slow down the time warp now. Do these rocks actually give me anything in terms of like science, ground samples, or anything really? I don't even know. And we are landed on the side. Yes, got it. Where is my crew hatch? There it is. Jeb, you're going out. Jeb, you're going out. You're gonna let go, fall on your face, and then you're gonna grab a surface sample. Boom! Perfect. And then you're gonna climb back in. Come on, climb. Climb. God damn it. Come on, Jeb. You can do this. And grab. Yeah. And back in you go. Can I board? Yeah, board. And we're back in. Recover. We're home. We made it home. We landed on the moon. We walked on the moon. We got a bunch of stuff from the... Oh, that's a lot of science. Oh, that is tasty. Tasty, tasty, tasty science. I did not even get level 2 for that. For landing on the moon, I didn't even get level 2. Man, what is it gonna take? Okay. Do I have, like, to freaking... No, not that. I wanted to see this. 12 active Kerbals. Perform EVA, they can place flag. Unlimited active... No, that's not what I want. I'm starting to get limitations in terms of weight. But that's 282,000 credits. Which would mean I would... Yeah, that's fully unlimited. Which would mean I would probably be completely out of money if I do that. So it's a bit stupid. What about that? Custom action groups, no. Human building, no. Kerbal EVAs can collect surface samples. Yeah, that's the thing I unlocked. Okay, well, let's look at our research and development now and see what we can unlock next. I want the advanced fuel system just for the winches and the monopropellant tanks and the big fat jumbo 64 fuel tanks. That's 160 though. Probably want better solar panels as well. That's another 160, so that's 320 altogether if I get these two. And that's it. Or I go for advanced landing, which gives me the big fat heat shield and better... no. Pretty sure I don't want that. Okay. Let's not be stupid here. Let's not be stupid here. Heavier rocketry. What is that? That's for mainsails and... Oh shit, yeah, these are huge. Advanced construction. Actuators. Advanced grabbing unit. Specialized construct... Oh, that's... Docking ports. I really want docking ports. So if I get advanced construction, that gives me all the really good decouplers too. The big manifold and the radial, like the far off radial decoupler. And it gives me a ground base too. Attaches to the surface without a tool. Concrete base to attach parts on. So I could build like a moon base by attaching that. Ooh, that's tempting. That's really tempting. What else could I bring here? Propulsion systems, what are these? Precision... Oh, there's the Separatrons and the other stuff. The Spider liquid fuel, the Twitch. Okay. So that's another option. Because quite soon, I mean, next stream, we're probably going to aim straight for Minmus. Fairings are pretty good. Yeah, that's another thing that I'm thinking here. For the advanced construction, that thing, the fairing and the protective shells and stuff. So that way I could have like a really small, teeny tiny probe shielded by one of these things. And then I could get specialized construction for bigger fairings and like winches, portable struts, ground pylons. Yeah, no, that could be really nice. That could be really, really nice. Radial and the docking ports. Yeah, that's what I'm going for. So that, and then specialized construction. Boom. That is 89 science. Okay. So now we have specialized construction. We could probably go for a moon base. Either a moon base or even a min-miss base. I don't have the advanced fuel systems yet, but I'm liking this a lot because now I have proper docking ports. And I think it's gonna go very well for us now. Anyways, as I said before, this was the last flight of the day. It's almost 1 p.m. for me. I really have to go. But thank you guys so much for hanging out. And I'm gonna go check out if we could raid someone. Because I mean, I got hosted for days today. I got so many people who helped me today, and I kind of want to give the favor back. Oh, I got a Cup of Robots is actually online right now. He's streaming right now. He's streaming some Battlefield, so it's radically different than what I do. But I mean, why the hell not? So I'm gonna throw a link in the chat. And I'm going to host this guy as well, because he's pretty cool. Make sure to, go see him, check him out, and make sure to say hashtag Raven Raid once you get in there. That is hashtag Raven Raid, and the link where we are going is twitch.tv/Cup of Robots. Make sure to look him up. Follow him if you don't. And yeah, he's a really cool dude. So just I hope you guys just hang out with him and have some fun. And until next time, I'll see you soon.